proof actually.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And cannot chin chai, right? As they say, right?
Not really.
Cannot really.
We have to be very having this positive pressures lah.
Right, which is good for the company if you want to take it to the next level, right? So you're taking second generation. So changing from the investment bank's perspective, what are investors really looking for in an F&B IPO? What makes an F&B business attractive in a crowded market? Of course, we've heard a couple of interesting F&B players coming on. Of course, we all know Oriental Coffee and all that, but yes.
This is a very great question because nowadays IPO market is very crowded, so it's very important for a company to be able to differentiate themselves so they're able to get the investor attention. Now, particularly for F&B companies, right, what investors are really looking for mainly are the growth as well as the sustainability of the business, because F&B generally generate good cash flows which can give investor good dividend yields. But how to prove that the company has capability to make it sustainable is very important. And one AK call where they did well is through branding. So through the 39 years, right, they've proven themselves to be a household brand, and I do believe every single Malaysians who knows them. So this gives investor confidence that they have sustained, they can able to sustain, and given their unique products positioning, right, they are able to scale their operation through overseas expansion and whatnot. So that's very important. I think secondly, moving forward is more on the risk. F&B actually come with a lot of operational risk, right? Because it's some people opening retail chains, they are opening manufacturing, which can have food safety issues. Hence, people will look into their track record, their compliances, because as an IPO company, right, you need to disclose the past 3 years track record publicly. So investors are basically aware of what you have been doing. So to make sure that we all did well and prove to the market is quite important in that sense, yeah.
All right, so 3 years track record as well, right? So the F&B industry has unique operational risks like food safety, raw material price volatility, or changing consumer trends. How do you build resilience into your business model so that investors feel confident for the long haul? Maybe I'll ask you first, Surya.
Okay, if you ask me, I think the most important ability is for business is to observe really deeply on consumer trends and having the ability to be agile and swift in shifting to consumer trends. Because if you look at the last 10 to 20 years, actually the life cycle for businesses has reduced significantly. So the ability to change is more important than the ability to, for example, produce or do something with production efficiency. I think that is really a given. Yeah, so whoever who can actually observe the consumer trend and then quickly adapt to it can be the one that can capture the market share in the industry.
Yeah. So I do agree with what Julian mentioned, right? Retail industry is very dynamic in the sense that the management need to have the capability to observe what's the newest trend in the market and react accordingly. And all of them have to find a way to attract and retain a customer. But for the case of AK Call, they are really winning through not just because of the brand, right? It's because people really trust the quality of the food that they have been eating for so many years. That is something that sometimes market do needs. And over the times, they do come up with really unique products, like those one you've never seen in the market, like the abalone meat that they have done only by them, the laksa noodle is done by them. So you need to be differentiated in short.
Anything to add?
Also can?
Okay. Yeah. Want to add anything to that?
Maybe add on to Yuan and Julian's point. Definitely for retail businesses, referring to the retail businesses industry, they got their pros and cons also lah. Meaning like they need to hire people, they need to serve their customer on the spot. But towards us, actually we are a factory, food factories, warehousing, trading companies. We are able to easier to multiply our businesses to more locations. Maybe we are more, we can say our pros is we are able to multiply to more distribution channel in the east rather than retail store. Because when you open a retail store, you need to pay money for renovation, time for renovation, look for people, then in order to at that spot to earn money for making businesses there. So that will be my add-on for the prawns. Yep.